We are here to listen to the presentation of the best student inventors for the year 2017 at UReS. And I would like to invite Ravindu Sankalpa and Shehan Kavishka to do the presentation.
Firstly, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are proud to present the story of the change in the history of school level science research in Sri Lanka. We would like to call it as the way to victory. I am Shehan Kavishka and this is Ravin Sankalp. Firstly, we are thankful to the organizers for giving us a chance to talk about our experience and share our feelings and our experience with you all. In April 2016, our school received a letter from National Science Foundation of Sri Lanka regarding a school science research competition of Sri Lanka. That was our letter of hope, since it started with the winner of the first place of the competition are eligible to participate in the Intel International Science and Engineering Fair in the United States in May 2017. So we got into a mission. That the mission was to participate and won the Intel International Science and Engineering Fair 2017, which we held at United States of America. And to achieve a mission, we all should have a target. So our target was to win the first place in science research project competition that organized by the National Science Foundation of Sri Lanka. So we got together, made an action plan as our path to win the target and thereafter the mission. First, we discussed with our teacher in charge, Mrs. Gayani Samarasinghe, about our research, and we searched for a research area to complete the competition, and we searched for a supervisor and researcher who can support us. Our research area was environmental science, and the resource person was Dr. Mettika Vitanage. Dr. Mettika Vitanage was a senior research fellow at the National Institute of Fundamental Studies that based on Kandy. She has a strong caliber in environmental science with many publications and research students. We fortunately enough to consider her to supervise us for the competition. We met with her once together with our teacher in charge, Mrs. Gayani Samarasinghe, and we expressed our interest that doing research related to environmental science. She right away gave us a topic on wastewater treatment, and she asked us to read the research papers that related to wastewater treatment and wastewater remediation methods. While we doing the literature review, National Science Foundation has organized the introductory workshop. In the workshop, we obtained the idea about the research methodology. And after that, our next step of our action plan was submission of the project proposals, and our madam gave us many research papers to read, and we summarized that all research papers and found a gap in a research area. I think this is the best time to give a brief introduction about our research. Our research topic is toxic chromium-6 remediation using biochar and nanoparticles. After the industrial revolution, we all know we became released lot of toxic heavy metal to the environment. Chromium-6 is one such carcinogenic heavy metal that released from the tannery industry. We all have used leather products such as leather shoes, leather jackets as well. So these leather products are produced by tannery industry. During the tannery process, a heavy metal that called chromium-6 being added. After the process, they directly release those waste water to water source, so environment environment. Chromium-6 is highly hazardous. In Sri Lanka, we have many tannery industries which simply has no treatment for the chromium-6 before it released into the environment. Our aim was to prepare a low-cost composite. We synthesized a nanomaterial that called nano-zero-valent iron, and we synthesized that nanomaterial using sodium borohydride reduction method. Nano-zero-valent iron has high efficiency to remove chromium-6 in aqueous media, but producing the nano-zero-valent iron, large amount of nano-zero-valent iron is high costly. We also use bioja. Bioja that we took is waste byproduct of dendo power industry in Sri Lanka. We can also make bioja using solid waste. It will be beneficial to solid waste reduction. And you can see clearly those pictures that bioja has a magnetic property. Although there have been many materials tested for the chromium-6 removal, such as activated carbon, iron oxide, gibbsite, as well nano-zero-valent iron and bioja. But starch-coated nano-zero-valent iron and magnetized bioja has been never tested for the chromium-6 removal. It was our novelty of research. The best part of our research is after the process, we can separate those material by simple magnet because it has a magnetic property. We can separate those material after the process by simple magnet, and we can reuse it. Reusable materials is very important for wastewater treatment. After that, we wrote the research proposal and our supervisor corrected it and we submitted to the National Science Foundation. Fortunately, we were selected for the best 55 project, that's among 85 research project of many schools, science societies in Sri Lanka. I will give the microphone to Ravin Sankalpa to continue this story till the end.
Thank you, Shan. And after that, we started the laboratory experiment in the lab of Dr. Mettika Vitanage with the permission of the director and support of the lab members. And we learned basic in conducting a research, lab practices and safety principle as well during the research. We worked until late night sometime, as we had to travel to Kandy from Colombo in order to conduct the experiment. In the meantime, we participated various guided tours by National Science Foundation in order to improve our skills. We could gather knowledge to do a presentation and report writing. In the beginning of 2017, we participated the Science Summit, where we had to compete with other students, where we presented our findings to our judging panel. Fortunately, we were selected among the best 10 science research projects in Sri Lanka. There were 33 projects competed with us. It was a hard task, but somehow we managed to win. Those best 10 science projects again competed at the Sri Lanka Science and Engineering Fair 2017. And the presentation style was a poster. And they giving guideline for us to prepare a poster, and we practiced so well and present our finding to the audience. The poster presentation was had as a part of international competition. So finally, we were able to win the first place as the all-island best research. Sri Lanka's most prestigious award for the school level science research. We achieved the target we had in the beginning. We were selected to participate at the Intel International Science and Engineering Fair 2017. Before the participation, we had to through lot of obstacles. Our English was poor, but we tried hard to improve since we had to face the visa interview. And We practice and prepare into the presentation, which was again. And we had a strong guideline for the supervisor. Other than we had to find the resource as well. For the first time of our life, we went by an aircraft. Intel International Science and Engineering Fair. Anyone know Intel ISF competition about? I think no. It's a huge competition for the teenagers, and they were open for all countries. And this time there were 78 countries and more than 1,700 finalists. Let's show some video for about this competition.
I want you to think beyond what you think right now you can do. Meet new people, meet new opportunities, and take advantage of this phenomenal week. You've earned it.
It is my pleasure to announce the recipients of the Intel Foundation Young Scientist Award and the Gordon G. Moore Award.
And it was a nice experience we had during the competition. We met with many people and teenagers from many different countries. And they took us a tour around the Universal Studio, Hollywood, and NASA as well. And here we would like to show some video from opening ceremony.
We are from Sri Lanka. We will take the world.
And during the second day of the competition, we were selected for the special award from the Mahiba Water Technology Organization.
Environmental Sciences from Borealis, Gamua, Western Sri Lanka, Alujake, Pereira, and Patiaga, Shehan, Habisha. In the category of Earth and Environmental Sciences from Plano, Texas, Kushi Taka. In the category of Environmental Engineering from Titusville, Florida, Kyle Wilson Bramblett.
Some photograph. And although there were participation from Sri Lanka since 2008, but we were not able to win the Grand Award for the science research. However, 2017, we are proud to say that we could bring the first ever Grand Award for the Intel ISEF to Sri Lanka. Only 4 awards are given a category, and we won the 4th place in Earth and Environmental Science category, and our mission was success.
From Borealis, Gamua, Western Sri Lanka, Aluchage, Pereira, and Patiaga, Kavishka. From Auburn, Alabama, Noel Langer. The 4th place award winners in microbiology are from Arlington, Texas, Afifa Kazi Syed. From Waterloo, Ontario.
After they had so many chances through the media to discuss our experience and encourage the student of carry out the research. So finally, no matter what our age is, no matter the hardship you go through, or language as a barrier, you can do a lot to our nation through research. So we are believe one day our finding will be used by the industry to protect the environment. And we are proud to be the 2 little guy who changed the history of school level science research in Sri Lanka. And we would like to thank principal of our school, St. Jason Central College, and the teacher in charge, Miss KPGU Samarasinghe, and all the teachers and students, National Science Foundation Sri Lanka for they organized this competition, and National Institute of Fundamental Study, and All People's Association of our school, Institute of Engineering Sri Lanka, our parents, and all other who support us to win our mission. And this time, the special thank Dr. Mettiga Vitanage for the supervise us. He's not only supervisor, but also he's like a mother and friends. Like this, thank for madam, and thank you. Listen to you.
We can ask them a few questions if there are any. Indeed, they have given a very elaborative presentation, though they said they are poor in English. I don't think so. They well presented it. So please ask a few questions before we break off for lunch.
What is your next project? What are your next steps? You might go to NASA very soon or some other water research institute. So what's your next?
we would like to continue this research, and but because before we had examination, A-level examination, we try to pass it better, and after we decide our next research. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you very much, Ravindu and Shehan. So, and we wish you good luck in all the endeavors in your future research studies. Thank you, Dr. Mettika Vitanage and the principal sir of the school. And we'll break off for lunch from now on. Thanks.